As you settle into this moment, you might begin to notice something subtle, something that has been growing quietly since part 1 and expanding through parts 2 and 3. An awareness of the inner space that you carry. Today, we explore that space more deeply. Today, we explore your emotional energy, your boundaries, and the quiet sovereignty that lives inside you. Some people believe emotional energy is something the world creates in them. But emotional energy is actually something you generate, protect, and direct from within. This session is about remembering your ownership of that space. Every person carries an atmosphere, a presence others feel even before a single word is spoken. Have you ever noticed how some people brighten a room while others drain it? How some calm you and others shake you? Emotional energy is not drama, and it is not intensity. It is simply the shape of your inner world as it meets the outer one. So as you listen now, you may sense your own energy more clearly. A warmth in the chest, a spaciousness in the belly, a subtle glow around you, or perhaps just a soft awareness of where your attention rests. Whatever you notice is exactly right, because the moment you notice your energy, you begin to reclaim it. Like the gardener who kept a beautiful, thriving garden. This garden was full of rare flowers, healthy soil, and a fragrance that drew people near. The gate to this garden was always open, not out of carelessness, out of kindness. Every day, people would walk through the garden, admiring the beauty, taking in the scents, and sometimes picking flowers that had taken months to grow. Over time, the garden grew thinner. The flowers were fewer. The soil felt tired. One day, a friend visited and said, "Your garden is extraordinary, but it looks exhausted." The gardener sighed and said, "I want people to enjoy it, so I never close the gate." The friend replied, "Enjoyment is different from depletion. Your garden gives life to others, but it needs some protection to stay alive itself." So the gardener built a simple fence, not to keep people out, but to let the garden breathe. Soon, the flowers returned, vibrant, strong, because the garden finally had the protection that allowed it to flourish. You have an inner territory, a space that belongs instinctively to you. Most people never pause to feel this space. Those who do feel it, notice that something shifts. Notice the space around your body, the space where your emotions live, the space where your breath expands. Feel your attention wrap around it gently. This is your territory, your energetic home, your internal landscape. And as you notice it, you may find a natural sense of strength settling softly inside you. Not loud, not forceful, not defensive. Simply steady. Because the moment you recognize your space, it begins to organize itself differently. Because emotional energy moves like water, flowing, shifting, pooling, finding openings where the world requests it. Sometimes it flows into places you did not consciously choose. Old obligations, unspoken expectations, patterns of overgiving, moments when you wanted to say no and said yes or nothing instead. Every one of those moments leaves a small doorway open. And you might think those doorways are trivial, but enough small openings will drain even the largest rivers. And now, as you sense the space around you, you may begin to feel which doorways remain open. A memory that still tugs at you. A person who takes too much of your energy. A responsibility you never chose. A role you outgrew. There is no need to close them right now. Just seeing them begins to change the flow. Awareness quietly restores balance. Now, imagine, without forcing anything, that a gentle circle of light forms all around you. Not a wall, not a fortress, a boundary of clarity. Inside the circle is your energy, your breath, your truth, your presence, your strength. Outside the circle is how others think, feel, and behave. How others perceive you or the world, and everything else that does not belong to you. The circle doesn't push anything away. It simply defines what is yours and what is not. Most people believe that boundaries are about exclusion, but boundaries are actually about self-recognition. You are simply seeing where you end and the world begins. Feel the difference as your energy gathers inside the circle. Feel your center becoming quieter, steadier, find more you. Now, there are pieces of you scattered throughout time and space. Energy left in old arguments, old fears, old versions of you that no longer exist. These pieces have not abandoned you. They simply wait to be reclaimed. And now, as your boundaries strengthen, you may sense those pieces returning. A clarity you once had, a confidence you forgot, a joy you touched briefly, a voice you quieted, a strength you hid, a softness you lost. One by one, these pieces recognize home and move towards it. You do not need to chase them. You do not need to heal them. You simply need to allow them to drift back into place. Your energy knows where it belongs. So as this session comes to a close, feel the difference inside yourself. The boundary around you, clear, gentle. The energy within you, full, steady. The parts you have reclaimed, alive again. Now, in the coming days, you may notice more calm in situations that once drained you. A natural no arising where needed. A deeper breath in moments of decision. A newfound presence in your posture. A gentle strength in your voice. Not because you forced anything, but because you remembered your own inner territory. Emotional energy is not something you protect through effort. It is something you honor through awareness. And now that you feel the space you own, your life will begin to reshape itself around that truth. So prepare yourself for part 5, where communication, presence, and influence emerge from this quiet, internal power. For now, simply breathe and allow the sovereignty within you to settle into place.